And welcome to my channel. We will get straight into the charts. This is the silver chart, the daily chart. Remember, I'm not your financial advisor, and I'm doing this for fun. Now, this is going to be a special video with lots of target prices, so I hope it can help. If you watch this video and if you like the content of this video, you can push the like button. You can leave a comment down below. Yeah, so this is the silver chart right here, and let's go through the chart. And I think TA, technical analysis, really works, as you have experienced it if you had followed me since the bottom of this silver chart. I already shared that at the bottom, when we get back above 22, we are probably starting a bull run, and that's what happened, exactly what happened. And I had this area of resistance. We broke through this area, and we developed this inverse head and shoulder pattern. I said I have a conservative price target here, not counting the wicks. 24, we hit that right here, and I also said that I have another price target, counting the wicks, which is right here at 24.7, 24.8, as I shared with you. And I said it's a valid price target, and it got hit on Friday. I also said that we developed a flag pattern here, and with the pole, measuring the pole, I said we have a price target right here, 24.3, and it got hit the day before yesterday. And then I had another price target measuring, which was about the same level, 24.3. And so all these price targets were valid and got hit so far. And as you can see, I don't have any other price targets here in this chart. So today I'm going to talk about the next possible move. So let me take off these price targets. I will leave these levels of resistance here, because we might need that in the future. In fact, as you can see, we don't need these ones either. As you can see, we have pulled back just to this level of resistance 24.3. so that's where we are. We don't have a daily close above that, so it's a valid resistance, a tough resistance, we can say that. But as I shared with you, we'll probably reach, we don't need this one here either. We will probably reach 24.7, 24.8, then we will pull back because this is resistance, and that's what we did. Actually, I also put a big short position here, and I closed it at 24.3. Big short positions, big positions, I closed them very fast as possible, and I said we will probably pull back here. This could be support, or we could fall below that support level, because it's still a strong resistance for us. So that's what we did. We pulled back and we hit my target exactly as predicted. So I watched some other analysis on silver, and I didn't see anyone else looking into such details as I did, and didn't see anyone else talking about 24.7 as resistance. But I was right. It was a resistance. It proved to be resistant, and we could play that out very well, longing, putting long positions until we reach that target, and then immediately put a short position there. And so I'm also glad, as I watched other videos, that some other analysts probably they started to watch my videos, because they don't go into details like I do, but they implemented my thoughts in their videos, and I'm glad about that. Anyway, what's next? This inverse head and shoulder pattern played out very well. We can't use it anymore. On the daily chart, I don't see anything else. Other than if we break above 24.7, we have a smaller resistance line here at let me see, was that at 25.6, 25.8ish level. We will look at the weekly chart to say why that is a level of resistance. So once we break through above that, we will get there, and I believe sooner or later we will do that. Now, so this is the silver chart, and we will look at the weekly chart. And in this video, I will share with you lots of target prices on silver and gold. So I'm starting with silver, and this is actually over the years what's happening to silver. And I don't know what's that there. And I already shared with you that here we probably developed a flag, which is a bullish flag, and the price target can be measured. So I believe we are in a bull run. We started a bull run here, and so we can measure the price target of this bull run by starting up there. Okay, let's see how I can do that. Yeah, starting at the top, coming down all the way to the bottom. Remember, this flag has developed through the year, starting at 2020. So we needed 2 years for this flag to develop. And let's measure the target price. Let's put it to the bottom of this flag, and so the target is even higher than I measured it last time. Yeah, about this. Yeah, 38, 39, 40. So 38ish level. Once we break above 30, I think we are on our way to $30. Once we break above that, 35 is going to be a valid resistance up to 37.6, so 35. But because of this flag, I think we will eventually go to 39 or probably 40. And above 40, 44 could be a target, and then of course 50, 49.9, $50 level. Once we get there, I will talk about that. Right now, I see this flag, probably it has started. This flag has started, and we could go into next year with this flag to develop. So next year we might reach the $40 level. That's what I see on this chart. Now let's zoom in a little bit further. So this is silver, and that's actually the weekly price, weekly chart on silver. So let's see. Here we are. You can see beautiful green candles all the way up to now. We have beautiful green candles. On the weekly chart, we can say that we tried to rally above the 50 EMA, but we fell back below the 50 EMA. And that suggests to me that this is a strong resistance, and it's inconsistent with the resistance line that I shared with you and I drew here. So there are a lot of things supporting this idea that this is a strong resistance for me. It suggests to me that we will either have a sideways move or fall a bit further down. So once we get above 24.7, as you can see, this was support here, this was support here. it has become resistance here, so I think this is a valid level of resistance that I shared with you on the daily chart. Once we get there, I think we might pull back before we go to 28. So once we get above this level of resistance, I will share with you my next target, which is going to be probably around 28, and that's going to be an area of resistance. But I think we are in a bull run, and so we can expect silver anytime to pass above these levels of resistances. But I like playing it out, so I could have kept a long position, a big long position here, and kept all the way up and keep all the way up to 35, because I believe we are going there. But I just love analyzing it, and it works very well, so I love longing it and shorting it if we reach a level of resistance. Now what's going to happen next week? As I shared with you, I didn't see anything on the daily chart. So we need to go to the 4-hour chart to see if there's anything that we can say on silver for Monday or next week. That's the 4-hour chart on silver. On the 4-hour chart, what we can see, we are developing higher highs and higher lows beautifully. Higher highs and higher lows. This goes on until the end. And right now I have some disturbing signs here. This is an engulfing candle, a red engulfing candle, suggesting that further downside movement can happen. We can move and touch 20 EMA on the 4-hour chart. We can come down to the 50 EMA on the 4-hour chart. Let me show you these levels. 23.68. And as I look at this chart, I even have some more disturbing signs. Let me show it to you. Let's see if we can see. We can draw anything here. Let's come from the tops. Let's connect the tops of these candles. We can see a beautiful trend line here when we connect the tops of these candles. And let's see if I connect the bottoms of the candles. Let me try to do this. So this is the bottom here, somewhere here, good. And let's try to connect the bottoms there. Wow, this is actually a rising wedge, which is a bearish sign. A rising wedge, we usually break out to the downside, which may have happened. Yeah, because we are right now under this line. We need to wait and see what happens on Monday, but everything is suggesting to me that we are going to fall further down. Now when this plays out, I think we can fall to the bottom of this wedge, which could be at 23.1. So this is valid. I think we could pull back as far as as deep as 23.1. Yeah, so be careful with the longs depending on what your time frame is. Watch out, because this could happen to silver. I see bearish divergence on CCI supporting this a little, might be a little bearish divergence on the RSI on the 4-hour chart frame. So this is a 4-hour chart frame. If it's true, and it seems to be true for me, in a few days we can reach this price target, 23.1. It doesn't mean that I will short this market all in, but I may, depending on what happens on Monday morning, I may go and short this market. Also, if we go back to the daily chart, so this is silver, still silver. We are looking at silver on the daily chart, and some people were suggesting that silver might develop an big inverse head and shoulder pattern, meaning this is the left shoulder, this is the head, and we may develop a right shoulder. And in this case, we have about the same price target that I shared with you. In fact, the price target could be $23 level, 22.9, 22.8-ish dollars level. If this theory works out, then we could fall there, and it took about a month to develop this shoulder, and it suggests that we may have weeks developing the right shoulder as well. Let me tell you that this does not need to happen, but it could happen. Actually, if I look at the daily chart, yeah, let me see if I connect the bottoms and tops of the daily candles. Okay, just leave it that way. I erased it. I need to work on that one more time on the 4-hour chart, but yeah, so my prediction for Monday and Tuesday, also this long week, suggests that we might have pullbacks, and also the 20-day EMA is under the 50-day EMA. Suggests that there will be bearish movements on the silver chart, so be prepared for that. Monday, Tuesday could be pullbacks, or even next week. We will see how many days it will take. But once we break above 24.7, that's very bullish sign, and that's I will go long immediately. So that's about silver. Let's look at the gold chart. And on the gold chart, I will also have lots of predictions depending on what our time frame is. And on the gold chart, let's look at, this is the daily chart on gold. We had this first we had this falling wedge, which was bullish, and as I predicted, we broke out to the upside, and then developed this broke out to the upside, and we reached my price targets of 1775, 1795, exactly as predicted. And in the meantime, we developed this head and shoulder pattern, and the conservative price target, counting the, if we say this is the neckline, it already played out very well. If we count the weeks, then we still have a higher price target, which we haven't reached yet. But I said we have this level of resistance here on gold, going up to between 1803 or so up to 1810, and we got rejected here and we fell back. So it was very good. I said we are going to go up there. It was very good to long that. Once we reach that target, we need to be careful and see that there will be pullbacks, which we had. So in fact, we almost fell below this falling trend line. So let's see how this plays out. I'm still bullish on gold. We have higher lows, higher highs. We had a higher high here, and my price target is 1830, 1832, 1833 on gold. I think sooner or later we will eventually get there. And we also have trend line here, support, which seems to be strong. It hasn't broken yet. If we connect the bottoms of these candles, we can see that there's a sort of trend line here. Okay, something like that. And this is a triangle. We tried to break out, but right now we fell back. So let's see what happens next. It's support right now. I'm still bullish on gold, but be prepared for pullbacks. Let's look at the weekly chart on gold. And let's look at the bigger time frame. In this chart, you can see how gold developed over the years. In fact, let's see if I can make it more beautiful. Yeah, in fact, developing this beautiful cup and handle pattern, which is a very bullish sign. And I shared with you that there are two ways of measuring it. One way is this is the neckline of the cup and handle pattern. The top here, and I'm not drawing it now, but I've already done that. You can draw a line to the top. This is going to be the neckline. You can either measure the handle and put it over on the neckline, and we will get a price target. And that's the conservative price target out of this cup and handle. This developed over the years, so again, it may take years, or maybe next year we will have this price target of 2,310. And there's another way of measuring the price target when you measure the neckline all the way to the bottom, which I did in my previous videos. And let me try to show you. Okay. It doesn't want to move now. Here. So this is the way I measured it. Oops. Now it wants to disappear. Let's see if it comes back. Okay, so here we are. Let me try to show you. Yeah, here it is. I measured it, and this longer line is the way I measured this cup pattern, and the price target is 2,767. So on the long run, we have these price targets. Both are valid price targets. I think we will reach both price targets. When we get there, I will talk about that. So this is the long run. This may take a year. This may take years. We will see. Now let's get back to the weekly chart on gold. So this is gold and the weekly chart. Let's see what's happening here on the weekly chart. Yeah, we have a beautiful formation here, suggesting that we are on our way up to 1832. As you can see, this is a strong resistance. So what I might do when we get there is that I might open a short position and see how far we can fall. We might fall as deep as the top of this area of resistance to 1810, 1811, 1814, even below that. We will see when we get there. So this was a little bit longer video, but I wanted to share different price targets on this video. See you next time.